Power on. Bluetooth connected.
Let's skip this one.
Robinhood can help you build your portfolio, starting with just $1.
$10.99 self-employed. It is. Mine's, Everland is
somebody at 100%, and you wonder why they ain't working. Because while you're doing what they're doing, I get up at 3 because it's silent. It's easier to be focused when the environment's focused.
We got to come into Death Valley focused.
Or knocking on doors, they grind, and make moves. But you don't necessarily have every single step written down for every single day. I'm telling you, one thing you cannot get back to time. It is your greatest asset. I make sure that every single day, in that 24-hour period, that I'm getting a whole bunch of wins. The problem most of you waking up and you worshiping money. When you become number one, you have to chase opportunities. Number one, now better than somebody else. That's the master my plan. So forget about the past. Listen to the rest of your life. The rest of your life. It's your point. That's how you do it. I believe you can do it. And your problem is you at 50% knocking on doors trying to get results. Somebody at 100%. And you wonder why they're working. Because while you're doing what they're doing, you're not. They are. So why do I put more emphasis on time than I put on money? Because they print money. Well, worshiping the thing that they make every day. They don't make time every day. It's about free time. I make them there. There's no billionaire. Still there. There's no institution. I make them money. Bro, give me a half a bill. I can 10 more years on your life. Are you wasting your time or are you using your time wisely? You can't replace money.
The sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium.
You are running out of time.
One of the
all
great
right,
venues
let's say it again. You are running out of time.
A clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications.
So why are you spending more time on the thing they print every day than the thing, you know what? Because you're not
the 20th ranked team in the land, the
understand the real thing is time, and you ain't got a lot of it. You start focusing on your time, and when you get your time right, money will come. Master yourself. Put yourself in a position that a lot of people think what you do, and it become rare. And diamonds are rare. That's why they cost so much. Two weeks. My man told his grandfather, I'm graduating 2 weeks later. Even before he literally marked his grandfather passed. Who's going to pass in your life that you have? Who's not going to see you blow up? Who's not going to see you accomplish your goals? Who's not going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor with you? Who put in why? Because you have it. And one day you're going to be great, but you think you got time. You think you got time. Maybe 2, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I'm telling you deserve to be great now. And not only do you deserve to be great, there's some people in your life.
Inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be
if you
found.
become rare, you just like everybody else.
The Ducks offense will
I'm not winning the world not because I'm a better speaker. I'm not never winning the world because I look best, because I dress best.
Out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can can change the game, David, on
We're
any
not talking
given
about
play.
job right
And so
now.
how many different ways can I continue to
talking about
give him
opportunity.
touches? You know, they're going to split him out
You never
wide.
know what
I'd
your
hand him the
opportunity
football.
is.
I'd
That
throw it to him
opportunity.
quick.
It
I'd
may
throw
not
it
be
to him
2
deep.
years from
This
now.
is a
It may not
playmaker
be
that
3
will be
years from
featured.
now. It may not be 4 years from now. Your opportunity
Amazing
might
how
come in the
many
next 6
times an
weeks.
offensive
Your
holding
opportunity to
penalty
get
will
your
stall
mama
a
out of
drive.
that
See if the
neighborhood
offense
and
can
get your
overcome it.
mama into a new neighborhood. Listen to me. That opportunity might come in the next 6 months. The question is,
The
will
roar
you
of
be
the
ready
crowd
for that
trying to
opportunity to
fuel
come? So you're
this
running out of
defense
time.
to keep them pinned in their own end. Fullback's got it. He finds another.
If you're waking up every day and you want a Rolls Royce, you ain't about to beat me. If you're waking up for a Bentley, you ain't about to beat me. If you're waking up for a gold chain, you ain't about to beat me. If you woke up for a Rolls, you ain't about to beat
The
me. But
10-yard
you go
line,
back
and he's
for
down
10 or
at
something.
the
I'm
13.
going back for my kids.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
You got to be able to see it when it cannot be seen. You have to see it happening. You have to believe what's seen. Because if you can't believe in it, you will never manifest
They'll
it.
try to move the chains on the ground. They just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third
It's going to
down.
eventually come too.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. They make the stop, but not before the screen as they look for a first down and much more really good execution by this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is not for the head. This is for the heart. What's the speed to what the work to you?
Want to check
On
your
the
hours?
option.
At the Google app to simplify studying.
Picks up the first down. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Ducks are flying down the field. On the option. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape.
Hey, Real, throw the flag, man. He still hit me.
Before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well.
Because whatever your why is, it ain't stronger than the
physical,
beat
they're
down.
getting a lot of push, and you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats, linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This line right now really showcasing their physicality.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring.
Come on, making millions, multi-million, billions, might go down.
Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the
Reason why you're
junior.
struggling to get up, you don't have nothing to get up for.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
I've been reading your post. Some of y'all are like, E.T., I'm frustrated. E.T., I can't fail another
He's
test.
run out of
I
bounds,
can't
but
take
he's
another
got
loss.
enough to move the sticks.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Like, don't even give me the rest of this month. Like, I'm not interested to tomorrow. Like, you expect can you just survive today?
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal.
This is about day 5.
Give to the big fullback.
took
Into
us
the
back
end zone he
every
goes.
single day. We're going to wake up
Touchdown,
and
Ducks.
we never thought possible.
You love as a head coach to watch your
Because there's
offense
some
take the
things
field
in
and
life
establish
not
a
going
rhythm
to get.
and
They're not coming
consistency
to
the way
you.
they
Got
did
to
there.
take.
Everything
There's
they
some stuff
dialed
that
up
you
was
can't
working
just
to
earn.
perfection.
Like
They
all
go
the good
10
things,
plays
we're
on
going
the
to write.
opening
But there's
drive
some
and cap it off
stuff,
with a
if you're going
touchdown.
to get it, you got
And
to
the extra
will
point
get
makes it
it.
7-0.
Will happen. It will come to pass. But
About
it's
to
not
kick
going to
it
happen
away
in
after
that.
scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking
Really?
cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock
You
down
gotta go
the best
outside.
guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like,
you say what?
route past the sticks, so we get the first down. But nice job.
Oh, shut the fuck
where
up.
the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Hold on, boy. What's that?
Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The option look. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Ducks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get that lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move. Ran through the contact. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I love love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Nunez. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen.
Come on.
Getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass.
In the middle, it's man. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, the defense is going to let this quarterback find his fullback as often as he wants. They're not worried about this guy hurting them out in the open field. They rally to him. They get a tackle for loss there.
On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels or maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
To the air, it's Nunez. Unleashes to the outside. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Good job.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Yeah, YouTube on the rights to this is just my boy Eric Thomas. That's for the
Across the 45.
motivational joint. People tune in. Sorry if you don't want to hear this type of joint going on, but my last joint right here, and then I'm out of here with that.
Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on and running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking that toss.
They'll go to the fullback.
I need you for you. You can where you are. What is it going to take for you to get every single thing you got? What's that going to take?
Now on 2nd down.
It's consistency. And so I got to go do it at a certain time. I got to wake up at a certain time. There's certain things I can't eat, certain things I can't watch, certain things I can't do.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, how about that? You turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
This right here for a lot of y'all got no discipline is killing.
2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this.
And you don't even realize it's killing.
Because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That people will take your kindness and give you kindness back. But what I realize is sometimes in this world, the kindness.
After run, now throw. They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Nice to you.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good kick.
Too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
In order to be able to do what you need to do like with Tony Robbins, there's some things that you don't have.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to beat the DD. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the picks, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Nunez. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out early on first down. He makes the connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You give me 70, 80, 90. You ain't giving me 120. You're not going to get out of this experience.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Why don't you always give 120% effort?
Trying play action.
That Eric Thomas that grew up in Detroit, they had like that Detroit mentality.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Let the dream destroy you. Let it strip you. Let it remake and mold you. Don't be afraid.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
If that's where you from, you leave, you can always come back.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll run the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. With the running game on first down, now back at it.
Like, yo, E, this is my life, but I ain't been in control of it as much as I should have been in control of it. And after the day, I'm taking more control of it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a really nice play there. Think about this
I
guy.
hate these niggas. They interrupting my shit, man.
You just can't take a play on him. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Frank Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend.
Oh my God.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He'll pitch it. He's out past the 35. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This offense has a second down play. On the option. Now the toss. Inside the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And it's right down the boulevard.
You have an opportunity of a lifetime. When you understand you have an opportunity,
putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Here's what I want to tell you.
He thought about bringing that out.
If you don't get it, you have to have that dog.
They'll bring it to the 25.
You have to have that dog. You have to be there doing this second. I'm not just going with skills.
That running game was impressive.
There's a one type of dude you feel like because he's gifted. This is all back ball. Let me tell y'all something. You are gifted, but you got to off yourself.
It's effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got skill, and you got will.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19.
Just get to the next level. Back at the next level.
Back to throw. It's Nunez. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down.
Waiting not to give up D tackle.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the three.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complimentary defense. And linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Quarterback will audible.
I want you to go something. The bigger you train, I want you to stand hard.
Wants to throw on second down.
Listen to me.
That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
You're not great. I'm not breaking you. I'm not breaking your fair.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What can you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
12 years to get a 4 year.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Coming after it. Starts to scramble to the left. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback bought some.
There we go, D-tackle.
Down he goes with the sack.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
He'll toss it. And he'll make his way out of bounds. That was a solid pickup.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable. And they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again here.
Dances away from the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does.
Let's go.
Just enough for that other person out. Listen to it. That's just enough for the other person who wants just what you want. Okay? So let me say it like this. Because I want to make sure you get it. Right? I told you. I want you to think about the goal. I want you to taste them. I want you to internalize. I'm not asking you to tell me what your goals are because I'm interested in hearing everybody. I could possibly do anything with it. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to drink because I want you to taste things. I want you to know how close. I want you just like when the weather is changing.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Exactly, Dre. When you say to yourself when the ball comes out, this is what I want to accomplish. You're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give out of the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on the option. Quarterback just flat.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete.
Yeah, look at him.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. On the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, hit loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Now the pitch. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
the best motivational video of all time right now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Top motivational speakers in the world.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Like number 10 and number 5. Yes, I'll be honest with you. It was easier when I wasn't.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first, out of the backfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, let's go.
Hard is it to defend when you have a weapon
Way to dial it up.
back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good.
We're not asking for $50,000. We have no one yet walking on cold warm water. God.
Football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second and very short here for the offense. The give to the big fullback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Third and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. He'll keep it himself. No,
let's go.
On that one, he loses 4 on the carry. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the returner will be dragged down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll power it inside with the fullback.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the fullback. Oh, no, the ball popped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles. so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied.
Good block.
Mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end
Good
zone.
read.
Take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Not exactly the ideal
there you go, Thompson.
This offense, 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Nunez. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And
he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You wanted to see what would happen against LSU beliefs? Well, you saw.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to...
Now we're going to get out of here. And keep in mind, these 2 L's, one was a double OT loss, and the other one... And the other ones was motherfucking single overtime loss.
A little sports history, David.
Nah, man, you don't know how to cook this delicacy.
Man of war. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue.
Nah, I ain't talking about you counting. I'm saying.
I do know this is an upset.
Wasn't it? Oh, I could have lost it. I mean, it's possible. My guys just we stuck to the game plan.
Build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're
he definitely crossed the plane.
With that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done.
And they definitely weren't finna drive 98 motherfucking yards.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying...
You know, I had a moment where we win and we just can't close the season out. All right. Yes, sir.